seen my keys, have you? I put them down. I can't find them anywhere.
No, I haven't, but I'm sure they'll turn up. So, have you got anything nice planned for today, love?
Well, I'm going to clean this place and then pop to the shops and hopefully avoid that gobby cow Maria.
You're still angry with me, aren't you, for telling Gary about the training ground?
Well, it wasn't your finest moment, Tim, but it's done now. What about you? Have you got a busy day?
Oh, aye, yeah. Snowed under. I'm going to go so I can crack on.
Can I get you anything else?
No, thanks.
You sure? I can fix you some more cereal.
Dad, stop fussing.
I can't help it. You've no idea how worried I was about you. How worried we all were.
I'm sorry I ran away.
Oh, no, mate, I'm not having a go. Look, I know things have been really difficult, but they'll get better, OK?
OK. Can I go to my room now?
Yeah, of course you can.
You all right?
Not really. You see, he's still got his bag with him. He's hardly left his sight since he's got back.
You worried he's planning on doing another flip?
Well, it's not like any of us saw the first one coming, is it?
Well, all kids do it. I ran away when I was his age. Only difference is, no one noticed. And I got hungry, so I came back home.
You weren't gone all night then, were you? Honestly, when I think about what could have happened to him...
But he didn't. He seems fine now.
Yeah.
So what time the dib will come in?
They said they'd be here about 11:30.
Do you want me to stick around?
Why, in case I get arrested for neglecting my son?
For support.
Oh. Thanks. But I'll be fine.
Hi.
Hiya. You weren't tempted to throw a sickie to get out of school then?
Well, either way, I'd have to go in sooner or later, wouldn't I?
True. Besides, it's not your problem.
Look, he's right, for once. You can't let these idiots get to you.
Right, have you got everything you need?
Oh, do you want to gob on a tissue and wipe my face and all?
Amy, I'm only checking. You are so sarky sometimes.
Funny that, isn't it? Laters.
Yeah, love you too.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How are you doing? Pants. Unintended.
I'm not surprised. Look, after yesterday, I went online to see if any other girls from our school had experienced the same thing. And some had been upskirted, some had been groped, and loads of them had been verbally harassed.
See? It's not just you.
That is so not my point. My point is, this has to stop. And if the school aren't going to do anything, we have to.
Look, that's not what I want, OK? Billy was talking about going over there and kicking off as well, and I just said to him, all I want is to forget that it ever happened.
But it's wrong.
And I know that. Now, leave it, will you?
Stu, how's it looking back there?
Yep, all ready to go. Do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine, thank you. I prefer to keep busy.
Never had that problem myself.
Whatever you've got to say, I am not interested.
Gran, we're not here for a row.
Then what are you here for?
To do my job. Like I was trying to do the other day before you threw us out. But whatever's happened, I still work here.
Fine. But he doesn't. Not anymore. So please leave.
Well, how long is this going to go on for? You can't ignore me for the rest of your life.
I can try.
Maybe you should just leave it for now. At least if I'm working here, I might be able to wear her down a bit after a while.
Have you forgot how stubborn she can be?
Well, we're her grandkids.
So? That didn't stop her giving away money that we need to fund that stupid reward.
Chesney and Gemma are our neighbours. And we don't definitely know it was her.
Then why don't you ask her?
One bacon bun with brown sauce to go. Breakfast of champions, eh?
Yeah, I didn't have time to grab any this morning.
That's one of the perks of working here. Free scran.
Oh, and Roy's OK with that, is he?
Yeah, of course he is. I don't tell him.
Oh, I was the chuff when I heard Joseph is OK.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers, we all were.
Did you ever find out who stumped up the reward money?
Not a clue. And I don't know that many people with 29 grand going spare, funnily enough.
No, well, like I said, I made up his safe.
Cheers.
Hey.
1 minute, lads.
All right, lads. How's tricks?
All right.
Oh, I'm all right. Kevy's in trouble with Sal again.
Well, thanks for that.
Well, no, I'm just saying we've all been there, haven't we? I mean, not with Sal. Well, he has.
Should we just get a table?
Have fun, lads. See you, Kev.
See ya.
So, I can't believe you still haven't told her.
All right, I am going to tell her. I'm going to tell her.
When you going to tell her?
Well, I've got a pre-op appointment on Friday. I'm going to find out a bit more about what they're going to do, so I'll talk to her after that.
Mate, I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to slice you down the middle, then they're going to crack your ribs open like a chocolate orange. Have you not seen them medical documentaries on television?
No, because they terrify me. But thanks for the image.
Oh, mate, I'm not saying it to scare you. I've been there myself, OK? But Sal needs a bit of time to prepare. And I'm sure it will be all right, but have you thought any more if it does go wrong?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. And you're right, I've got to get it sorted.
Good.
I'm getting it done.
OK.
Like being at home.
So you ran away because you'd been bullied at school?
Yeah, and because my clothes weren't always brand new and I didn't have the latest trainers.
I try my best, but there's only so many hours I can work and, you know, it's hard trying to find the money sometimes.
You're not alone, trust me. So who else was with you that night on the wasteland?
No one.
You didn't speak to or see anybody else?
No.
Must have been scary.
A bit.
So you were on your own all that time until Mr. Stubbins saw you there and brought you home?
Yeah.
It's lucky he was there, isn't it? Do you know him well?
Not really.
But he recognised you?
Clint, Mr. Stubbins, is a friend of my fiancée and her mum. He knows Joseph's my son.
I see. Well, thank you for talking to me, Joseph. I think that'll do for now. But if you don't mind, I'd like to ask your dad a few questions too, OK?
Why don't you go upstairs, mate? It won't take long.
Thank you.
What else do you need to know?
Well, I was just wondering, apart from the night he brought your son home, when was the last time you saw Mr. Stubbins?
I saw him, like, the other day.
Well, as relieved as he must be to get your son back, I can imagine he's pretty made up as well, what with that reward. I mean, over 30 grand. Even half that'd solve a lot of people's problems, don't you think?
I'm sorry, what is all this about?
I'm just asking a few questions, that's all.
Yeah, but it's like you're making out that Clint had something to do with Joseph going missing.
I'm not accusing anyone of anything. But he knew your son, he's a friend of the family, and there's a big reward on offer.
Hold on. Are you actually saying that I had something to do with this as well?
Mr. Brown, I'm just doing
Save your breath. I know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to make out that because we're skin and because my son was bullied for it, that we somehow made all this up just to get our hands on that money. You've got some nerve coming in my house and accusing me of something like that, especially after what we've just been through. I want you to leave now.
I'm sorry you feel that way. But I do need to let you know the social worker will be in touch just to assess Joseph and make sure that he's okay. Unless you had any other questions, then...
Yeah, I do, actually. Since when did it become a crime to be poor?
Jez, what's happened?
I'll tell you later.
Thank you for your time. I'll see myself out.
Well,
Just give me a sec, will you, Gemma?
So how are things on campaign trail?
It's driving me mad. The election's out for ages yet.
I'm sure you don't want a bottle of gin to go with that.
That's all I need, a drink problem on top of everything else.
Everything else, Sal?
Well, I've just got a lot on.
Well, take it easy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Sal.
Not working today?
No, not today.
Oh, thought you'd be busy, because Tim said you're a man down.
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, he said one of the drivers had retired and he'd even bought some flowers for him. Apparently he'd been there for years, practically part of the furniture.
Yes, Steve did mention it, but to be honest, I didn't know the bloke that well, so, I don't believe it. I forgot my wallet. I should, go. Anyway, good to see you.
mate.
Hey, up.
You busy?
No, it's dead in there. Sorry about that, my little joke. How can I help you?
I need to arrange a funeral.
Oh, my condolences. Who's it for?
Me.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
There ain't one. But this has got to be between me and you, okay?
Okay.
Well, I've got to have a triple heart bypass. And I'm hoping it's going to be okay, but if it goes wrong, I want Sally to have as little to do as possible.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I truly am. Well, I suppose we best step inside then.
Hiya. Where's Craig?
In the bedroom.
Oh, thought he might have gone out to get some more yeast or flour or something.
You're joking, aren't you? He's been sat at that window all morning looking out on the street.
Oh, surely you two could find a better way of making use of an empty flat.
I haven't really been in the mood.
Is everything all right between you two?
Yeah, fine. I've just got a lot on my mind.
Well, it's hardly surprising, I guess. So has he even mentioned anything about being excited about going back again?
Not to me.
I found them.
Brilliant.
What are you doing with those?
You know, just watching things, people.
Not turning into a peeping Tom, are you?
No, but it's quite good, isn't it, you know? Watching the world go by. Plus, it's not like I've got aught else better to do.
Right, well, I'll have a look at this later and get back to you about coffins and that, then, eh?
Yeah, in your own time. Hey, listen, Tim. I understand your concern, mate, but I do think you still might be jumping the gun a bit, you know?
Well, the way I see it, I'm going to die one day, so I might as well get things sorted now, aren't I?
Well, forewarned is forearmed, I suppose. Anything else I'll help you with?
Oh, yeah, you know we talked about music? And the kind of music that I wanted?
Yeah.
I don't really like hymns. Can I just choose a normal song?
What sort of thing were you thinking of?
Well, I've got a pretty eclectic taste, you know. Like a bit of Bob Marley, Stevie Wonder, like the Jam. I guess going underground's out of the question, though, isn't it?
Well, as long as it's within reason, you can pretty much have anything you want, mate. It's your funeral, literally.
Good.
Does someone want to explain to me what's going on?
Where are we going?
I need to show you something.
Well, why can't you just tell me what it is?
It's Amy. She's gone full Greta Thunberg.
Look, are you sure this is a good idea? You could get into a lot of trouble for this.
I don't care. School has to listen to us now.
Right, everybody, back inside now. Now! Miss Barlow, I think you and I need to have a little talk, along with your parents.
Fine. Give them a call for you.
Sorry for what you're going through, but I really think you should tell Sally what's going on.
No, well, it's complicated, but promise me one thing. You won't say anything to anybody.
Yeah, promise.
Cross me out and hope to... Sorry.
It's all right. Thanks.
Adam!
You got a sec?
All right, Tim. Just pop him down to the pub for some lunch. Is it work-related?
Yeah, I need to make a will.
Sure, I can do that for you. Swing by tomorrow afternoon and we'll go through the details.
No, I need to do it now, please.
All right, come into the office and we'll get it sorted.
Thanks.
There you go. Enjoy.
Oh, it's not for me. I'm just collecting it for Tracy.
Oh, she must be very busy.
No, she's just bone idle. Enjoys bossing me about. You know, sometimes in my quieter moments, I like to imagine telling her that she can stick a job where the sun don't shine. And other times, yeah, I like to imagine my hands round her neck and I'm squeezing until my knuckles go white. Oh, well, one can dream.
Yes.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
She's a live one.
Trust me, you've never met Tracy.
Gran, can I have a word?
I'll be in the kitchen if you want me.
What is it?
That reward money. The 29 grand to help find Chesney's son. That was you, wasn't it?
Well, even if it was, I don't see how it's any concern of yours.
I'm just asking. And I'm not angry. In fact, I think it was a really generous thing to do. I'm proud of you.
I just wish I could say the same.
Hey, ladies, how's it going? You know, I was going to pop over later on, see how young Joseph's getting on.
Yeah, he's doing all right, all things considered.
It's good, because kids are pretty, like, resilient, aren't they? And, well, I'm just glad that he's safe and I could help out in my own small way.
How do you mean?
Well, you know, just with the reward fund that you set up.
Oh, yeah, and how much did you chip in?
Oh, no, come on, it's nothing.
Oh, come again?
Well, 3 grand.
No way, I can't believe you'd do something like that.
Me neither. Thank you so much.
No, not at all, not at all. Listen, I'm a parent too, and the past few days must have been really tough. In fact, do you fancy a few drinks later on?
Oh, that sounds lovely. Really does, but I said I'd help keep an eye on Joseph.
Mum, it's the least you can do. You never know, you might get lucky. Well, sort of. Me and Ches and the kids will be fine.
Well, Ches didn't sound fine from what you were telling me earlier, and Dev understands, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not like you haven't been blown out before. Well, let's see how things go with Joseph, but maybe another night?
No, absolutely another night.
There you go, handsome. Get your laughing gear around that. Oh, I've just had a deja vu. Anyways, enjoy.
Thank you.
Large dry white wine, Sean.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Sal, why don't you sit down and I'll bring it over?
Look, I'm sorry to interrupt because I know you're having your lunch, but I saw you having a chat with Tim earlier. You know, my Tim.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise you were so friendly.
I wouldn't go that far exactly.
Well, was it a business conversation? Because I saw you going into your office and I'm just curious to know why.
I'm sorry, Sally, but I can't discuss that. It's client confidentiality.
But he is my husband.
Then maybe talk to him about it.
I understand that Amy feels she has a genuine grievance. I also understand her frustrations, but that's no excuse for defacing school property.
What, so you care more about a stupid wall than protecting your students?
She has got a point, you know. If it's true that some girls are being harassed and upskirted by a bunch of sado spotty virgins, you've got to do something about it.
I can assure you that we take any report or allegation of sexual harassment very seriously.
Well, no, you don't. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to stage a protest, would I?
Look, shh. Sorry. Obviously, we'll pay for any graffiti to be cleaned off, but if Amy just agrees to apologise, can't we just draw a line under it?
I'm not apologising.
And, unfortunately, it's not that simple. Your daughter has willfully vandalised school property. I'm sorry, but I have no choice but to suspend her.
Right, you two. I'm just going to have a quick waz, and then I'll find something for you to watch on the telly.
So, what have you done with your money? It's still on there. Why haven't you done with yours? I spent some of it. On what? What are you going to do with all them? Open a shop? I'm going to take them to school and sell them and make more money. Nice one. I was thinking that I might use mine to get some really awesome trainers that I've seen. So the bullies will leave you alone. Hopefully. Just make sure you don't tell anyone where you got the money from. It's a secret, remember?
What's the secret? Well?
Anything interesting going on?
Not much. Evelyn was out earlier, walking her dog. Did a massive #2 on the curb, but she picked it up, luckily for her.
Well, it's not exactly edge of your seat stuff, is it? Not like the stuff that you usually deal with at work. You must be pretty bored sitting here.
Wait! Call the police and tell them to send a car.
What's wrong?
There's some bloke outside threatening Mary with a sword. Call them now.
That you done, Sal?
Same again, Sean, please.
Oh, a girl after my own heart. Bad day, was it?
You could say that.
Anything I can help with?
You already have, thanks, Sean.
Enjoy.
All right. Sitting with your mates.
Not now, Kevin. I'm not in the mood.
What's happened?
Oh, Kevin, it's Tim. He's been really secretive and acting very strange recently. He bought some flowers and I thought they were for me, but they weren't.
Who was they for?
Well, he said they were for a driver that was retiring, but that was a lie. And then he had a meeting at the solicitors with Adam, and when I asked Adam what that was about, he said he couldn't tell me. And I found our wedding photo hidden in a drawer with the glass smashed.
It's probably just an accident.
Or an omen. And he's been avoiding me, not in the bedroom.
Right. So, what do you think's going on?
Well, if it was anybody else, I'd be starting to think he's having an affair.
Tim wouldn't do that. He loves you.
Well, so did you once, and look what happened there. Sorry. I'm just worried that he wants to split up with me and that maybe he was having a meeting with Adam about getting a divorce.
You've just been paranoid.
Am I? I know him, Kevin. I know him better than anybody. And he's hiding something from me. I'm going to find out what it is.
Coronation Street continues in half an hour.